Tracker. So we track the mood as it's been changing. In 2013, this is what happened. 34% was for the BJP, AAP was 29.5%, Congress 24.5%. When we did our first tracker, which was in December of 2014, this is what happened. Remember, these were the numbers. 32, 28, 82 were the numbers in 2013. 2014 is our tracker when we started tracking this election. Here the BJP was ahead. So 2 months ago or 8 weeks ago, the BJP was the dominant party. Take a look at what has happened now in January. The BJP maintained its lead. But come February, it appears there's a dramatic shift. The winter chill has changed this election because now we are projecting AAP going to 43.5, BJP 35.5. So something has changed in the last 1 month, which is what we are trying to capture on our tracker. How are the results in terms of seats? In December, we were saying BJP heading to a majority. By January, if you look at the numbers, it becomes clear that the BJP is staying the course. They're still ahead, 34 to 40, AAP 25 to 31. But take a look at what our February projections by Cicero are. The BJP down to 19 to 25. AAP is going to 38 to 46, almost double. And the Congress 3 to 7. So we've seen a dramatic shift in this election. Joining me now are our special political guests. First, Nalin Kohli joins me of the BJP. Atishi Madlena of the Aam Aadmi Party is with us. And also joining me is Shobha Oza of the Congress Party. I want a first question to you, Nalin Kohli, before I go back to my chair. Are you shocked? Is something gone wrong in the last 1 month? Or do you believe that this poll is a complete bunkum?
Well, I mean, polls are opinion trackers. And there are polls that are correct, there are polls that are not correct. Now, if I recall specifically, in 2013, you had given the AAP 8. They got 28. Now, this time you're giving AAP 46. So you may be grossly underestimating the BJP this time. Now, we'll know for sure only on the 10th. So let's wait. Secondly is that while you are talking about the whole last 1 month, perhaps the last 24 hours or 48 hours, a lot has happened even then. So therefore, a poll tracker, if it is instantaneous, as in keeping track of a day-to-day or this, the black money issue. So therefore, that's a big issue.
You believe something has changed in the last 48 hours, or do you believe that something has gone wrong in the last few weeks and you're trying to now arrest the slide? Do you concede that somewhere you got complacent maybe?
No, that is your presumption. That's your analysis. I don't agree with that. I'm simply pointing out that like last time you had 8 seats for the Aam Aadmi Party and they got 28. This time we believe with the numbers you are projecting, you're grossly underestimating the BJP. Okay. So we'll say we'll wait. And second is, I'm saying that developments have taken place in the last 48 hours that are not very complimentary to the Aam Aadmi Party. The black to white money conversion. This also is there for the voters to see.
Are you saying, therefore, the funding scam, the Hawala scam, Atishi Madlena respond to that? Because there's a general feeling that on the one issue where AAP has scored in this election, it is your fight against corruption. Now there are allegations made by Aam Aadmi Party volunteers or former volunteers that the Aam Aadmi Party's funding, part of it at least, was being routed through dubious means. Do you believe that therefore this could have an effect? Is there a worry? While our numbers are suggesting you're well comfortably ahead, there's still many a slip between the cup and the lip.
Actually, I think I'm quite impressed by the valiant effort that my friend Nalin Kohli is putting up. If I had been presented with these numbers, I don't think Aam Aadmi Party would have been able to put up a defense as valiant as Nalin ji is doing today. Having said that, since you have asked a question specifically about what impact this so-called scam is going to have on the voters of Delhi, I think to the voters of Delhi it's absolutely clear that when these charges come up 5 days before the elections, it's the dirty tricks department of the BJP at play. This supposed scam happened 9 months back. Why is it being released 5 days before the elections? You have Nirmala Sitharaman, you have Arun Jaitley. They are extremely senior ministers in the BJP government. Arun Jaitley can pick up a phone to the Enforcement Directorate and find out what the banking history of that transaction is. He has not done that. He chooses to have press conferences. He chooses to make media bites. It just goes to show there is no evidence behind this allegation, and that is the reason BJP is repeating.
I don't think you can say no evidence, Atishi. I don't think you can say no evidence. But what I will take up of yours to Nalin Kohli is that, Nalin, there's a sense that 5 days before a poll, if ex-volunteers of a party come up and say that, you know, funding is dubious when they're referring to a matter which is 9 months old, there's a sense that maybe is this a last desperate gamble? Is the BJP so rattled that you're looking for anything in some way to stick to the Aam Aadmi Party? Why did
and not just
First of
not
all,
just
Mr.
one-
Sardesai, Atishi ji, then you can come in.
Just one thing,
Okay.
one thing, Raj.
No, 1 minute, Atishi. Let Nalin respond.
Ex-volunteers are... No, just 1 second. You said ex-volunteers of the Aam Aadmi Party. Let me tell you that the gentleman Neil Terence Alam, or whatever his name is, who made the allegations, is actually a member of the BJP. And Sambit Patra conceded that yesterday evening.
You know,
So what is the big issue? Shazia Ilmi was one of the founders of the Aam Aadmi Party. She's with the BJP today. The Aam Aadmi Party is the rattled one, not us. Let's go one by one. Is 50 lakhs a small sum of money? Here was Mr. Kejriwal, a former IRS, income tax officer, who stood up gallantly and said these 60-odd politicians are corrupt. When questions are asked of him, he says, has the Prime Minister got guts or has Mr. Jaitley got guts? Has he got any guts to answer instead of asking questions?
But Mr.
Let's go
Nalin
number
Kohli,
two. How many,
Mr. Nalin
how
Kohli,
many,
do you believe
how
that the
many
average
people,
Mr.
how
Nalin
many
Kohli, do you believe that the
have
average
given 50
person
lakhs to
believes?
the Aam Aadmi Party?
No, Mr.
Here is a
Nalin-
man who at 20,000 rupees honors a person when that fellow comes and has a meal with him or a coffee with him. So they took 50 lakhs without knowing. Did not Mr. Yogendra Yadav say every 10 lakhs or and above will be monitored or will be seen, approved by the central, the political affairs
Sir,
committee of the Aam Aadmi
the
Party?
people of
So they've done a
Delhi
complete U-turn.
why
So they would like to blame the
allegations are made 5 days
investigation
before the
agencies
elections.
for the
Can I come
crimes
back?
done by them.
Can I come back to my
let me
poll?
finish. Let me
Can I-
finish.
can I
they
just
want
come back?
to blame the crime, their crimes. They will
Yes.
say why the investigative agency
Sir,
didn't stop them. But they will not say that we've ourselves done a mistake.
Why an allegation is made 5 days before the elections?
Can I for a
But
moment?
why is it that
Why
you don't
about the
order an
timing? So is the
investigation,
truth
Nalin?
important or is the timing of the truth important?
Okay.
So here's the point. Did you or did you not claim to have a
Why
Jan
don't you
Lokpal
order
bill?
an investigation?
Why haven't you? Why
is it-
haven't you
why
given
is
your
it that
accounts?
Why
Why
is it
haven't you
that
given
the
your accounts for
finance-
2014,
why
Miss
is
Atishi?
Atishi, just a minute.
Why
Atishi,
is
just
it-
a minute.
Just 1 second.
No,
Why
hold on.
is it that if you the finance minister and the corporate affairs minister, why don't they order an investigation?
No,
We
why?
have
Because you will
repeatedly
like to.
had
Why
an
don't you answer?
investigation.
Why don't you call
Why
the
is
man
it-
and show
why
the
is
world
it-
who has given you 50
Sir,
lakhs? Why don't you call
order
the
an
man? You honor a
investigation?
person who
Yours
gives
is
you
the government.
20,000, but you won't
Sir?
call somebody who gives you 50 lakhs.
Sir?
Show it. What is stopping
Tell me
Kejriwal
one
from
thing.
doing his own thing? He runs his own investigative department. So Mr. Kejriwal
Why
has
don't
no
you order
answers.
an
So he says, I will go to
investigation,
Supreme
sir?
Court. I will wait for Mr. Jaitley. I will wait for everyone. But I myself, who will be an investigating agency for everyone, will not investigate anything that I have done. Mr. Kejriwal is just proving he's a man who can do U-turns even on his own words.
Can I therefore for a moment, before Atishi you step in, can I just ask you, Nalin, and I want to go to Shobha Oza because it is unfair to almost treat the Congress as completely irrelevant to this election. But Nalin Kohli, let's be clear. Do you believe that these charges will change the kind of poll that we are showing? At the moment, we are showing an 8% gap. Do you believe these charges made by people whose credentials are questionable? Many of the facts they have put out deserve to be investigated, but do you believe that this will dramatically change an election which at the moment in the last 3 weeks seems to have developed a momentum towards up? That's the one question, Nalin.
2 points, Mr. Sardesai. The first is that you are believing that we are accepting an 8.5% percent difference. I'm not accepting that. I merely pointed out that exactly a year ago in 2013, you grossly underestimated the Aam Aadmi Party. This time you are underestimating us. How do you know this figure may be reversed? Second is that how can you also ignore when AAP takes the moral high ground, preaches to the world, speaks about themselves in a holier than thou, when the questions come on them and they have no answers and they instead have counter questions, certainly there's a percentage of voters who can see through it. The AAP may not want to believe it. We believe that voters make an intelligent choice.
Okay, so you believe fence-setting voters will be influenced by what has happened, what you're calling the midnight Hawala scam of the Aam Aadmi Party. Shobha Oza, let me get one reaction first right from you from the Congress Party. What our survey is showing is you are collapsing. I know Rahul Gandhi is going to have road shows, but would you concede, Shobha Oza, on this program that the Congress has failed to make an impact? Ajay Makan, you brought him in. He knows Delhi well, but it's too little, too late. Do you concede you are now the B team, as some are calling it, of the Aam Aadmi Party?
Not at all, not at all. I would take you back to your own survey of last elections where you underestimated AAP, and this time you are overestimating AAP and underestimating the rest of the parties. As far as we are concerned, let me make it very clear. Last elections we fought under the circumstances of anti-incumbency. But this time, after 9 months of rule of BJP, where BJP stands exposed, the Achhe Din stand exposed, And AAP, as far as AAP is concerned, the U-turn of AAP is known to everyone in 49 days, what Mr. Kejriwal did. We supported him, though he did not have the numbers, but still Congress supported him.
Why
so
are
that
people
he
not,
could
but why are they not going to you
the
then?
rocket promises he
Ma'am,
made
in
it to the
survey
people
after
of
survey,
Delhi.
the Congress is declining. Yes, the AAP may have had a credibility crisis.
See,
Yes, the
this time the
BJP,
results
you believe,
are
has
going
not
to be
performed,
very...
but why are they not turning to you then? You seem to have the biggest credibility crisis at the moment.
This time results, not at all, I do not agree with you. Just wait for 10th, you will have incredible results. People are turning to Congress. The voter is silent because both AAP and BJP stand exposed as far as their promises are concerned, their U-turns are concerned.
Right.
So let's wait till the 10th, I suppose. I do not go by the numbers you are giving us.
Okay.
I wish some of the Congress leaders really spoke with this kind of confidence. But the issue is, the Congress party suddenly seems to be having nothing to offer to the voters of the Delhi. Number one. Number two, they are shy of popularizing their own chief minister. At least they could have.
Can I for a moment? Can I for a moment just try and
But it helps us. It helps us. We don't have to worry about it.
If our survey is right and Aam Aadmi Party is getting the surge, particularly, just a minute, ma'am. Particularly in Jhuggi Jhopdi clusters and in unauthorized colonies, about 54-55%. We'll put the numbers on our screen. About 53 to 55% in lower income groups and in Jhuggi Jhopdi seem to be voting for AAP. Am I to understand, and I'm re-emphasizing that the decline of the Congress is advantage AAP. If AAP is to win this election, it will win if the Congress vote collapses. Is that right? Fair thing to say, Surjit?
Both statistically, logically, and factually, that is the right thing to say. Right. It's a 1-to-1 mirror correspondence, very rarely seen in any election.
So therefore, the best case scenario for the BJP is for the Congress to hold its own. Because if the Congress holds its own, then the AAP will find it difficult. You know, it's a strange election.
Or the larger question.
One by one. So just a minute.
There's a larger issue over here.
Yes.
If, again, and it's a big if the things are right.
Yes.
That, listen, if 100% of the Congress vote is going, the deflected Congress vote is going to the to AAP, then I think BJP has something to worry about. In that, they should be getting 20-30%. Nobody expected them to get 100%, but they should be 50%, but they should be getting 30% or so. They're not getting zilch. And this is saying that, and therefore, within the Congress, there are the middle class, there are the lower middle class, etc. But en masse, all of them are going.
Can I though raise the big question? Is the Modi wave stemming? Is there a sense, and Chetan Bhagat, you're there with us making your debut as a political analyst there, is the Modi wave stemming? Is there a sense that if these numbers are right, and as I said, these numbers are Dhananjay Joshi's, not mine. If these numbers are right, do you get a sense that the Modi wave, because urban India voted overwhelmingly for the BJP. BJP swept Delhi just 8 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, Rajdeep, firstly, if people disagree with the numbers, there is no more discussion, right? Why are we even discussing this? Now, if these numbers are correct or they are proven correct, we will know in a week. Definitely, it doesn't look like a wave at all. I mean, the BJP, people have a lot of complaints with MCD and other things, and whatever ground BJP is still holding, frankly, is because of Mr. Modi. But at the same time, it's not of wave-like quality. I mean, the wave is definitely receding, even if it's not gone. It's receding, it's in low tide in Delhi. Wherever there is an alternative, people don't think that Mr. Modi is going to win no matter what. That Mr. Invincible tag is in question if I look at your numbers.
Hold on, Chetan, yes.
I'm just saying that the poor have a political rationality. They did then because they thought that Modi was the winnable candidate for the Lok Sabha. As respondents in Sangam Vihar would tell us, Lok Sabha ka chunav koi huma shuma nahi lad sakta. Then they said, let this pass. Cannot make the national government then. For the city government, look at the agenda they have, look at the things on offer, their political credibility seems like a man, ye hamare beech ka aadmi hai, hamari baat
are you saying, important point, are you saying the same people told you when you were doing your survey, saying Modi for PM, Kejriwal for CM? Are they saying therefore?
Kept quiet then, kept Mr. Kejriwal on the leash, have used this time to make Mr. Kejriwal say sorry on a lot of the things that they may have.
So are you saying that this election is getting localized, and the more it's got localized, that's gone to the advantage of AAP?
And the political rationality of the poor asserting themselves. The poor have a mind. They wouldn't have anything else, but they do have a mind. The homo politicus.
I don't like the implication of that in previous elections the poor didn't have a mind. Now they've
got a mind. They had a mind. They voted national. They had a mind. They had a mind. Therefore voted national.
And every state election was local election. Every state election was a local election.
If they vote for the BJP, doesn't
the mind has changed.
Yes, they have changed the mind.
That's the important question.
Rationality means you calculate for a decision.
Can I request all my guests? Can I request all my guests? I am trying to make the USP of my tracker not noise but news and information. So can we, in that context, can we just look at it? Let me be controversial. 10 lakh suit of Mr. Modi embossed with his name versus muffler man. That is the way AAP is trying to project it at one level. That we are with the people. Mr. Modi is now part of the VIP culture. Do you believe that is striking a chord? Is it fair to drag Mr. Modi into this Delhi battle? Or should we be looking at this as Kiran Bedi versus Arvind Kejriwal? And as our survey is showing, Kiran Bedi is not matching up to Arvind Kejriwal.
No, Rajdeep, you're always trying to sort of mollycoddle Mr. Modi like he's a little...
No, I'm not mollycoddle. This is very unfair.
No. What I'm saying is, why do you even ask this question that are we dragging in Modi? Mr. Modi has dragged himself. Every poster in the city has been Modi, Modi, Modi for the last 6 months. Every radio ad is about Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi wanted to make it his election. I think it's after all your trackers that they realize that Mr. Modi cannot be the CM of Delhi as well as the PM. He would love to be the CM probably, but he cannot be. Therefore, this is a Modi election, and the Modi factor is very much there. And as for, it's not just the suit. You know, the VIP culture in Delhi, I think it's possible because the threat perception is high for Mr. Modi. Traffic jams have got much worse in Delhi. The VIP culture has become much worse in Delhi in the last 6 months.
Hold on. I take your point.
Rajdeep, one more point. Rajdeep, one more point. Even people like Mr. Bhalla, who were very pro Mr. Modi 8 months ago, they have had a lot of reservations about certain aspects of the, not Mr. Modi himself, but what has been taking place, and Mr. Modi's silence on those matters. All these factors are playing a role.
So you're saying that Vapsi and all these issues are playing out.
Attacks on churches, Trilokpuri riots,
I just want to ask.
All playing a role.
Before
I'll only punch a little bit of a hole in this.
Yes.
See, it was the same Modi posters in Maharashtra, Haryana, Jammu Kashmir and Jharkhand. It is the same Modi poster. The same issue was raised there also. Is Modi going to be the Chief Minister of Maharashtra? Is Modi going to be the Chief Minister of Jharkhand?
One is it was much closer to the Lok Sabha election.
That was one thing.
One is that, and
this election, and all are urban, even Bombay for that matter.
Yes.
Mumbai.
There you had an incumbency, anti-incumbency of Congress NCP for the 10 years.
But here also.
Yeah, you don't have anti-incumbency for 10 years.
That is the only factor, but minus that factor, there has been an anti-incumbency factor mainly because of Aam Aadmi Party, and the fact that they ran away within 49 days has not been forgotten.
Has not been forgotten. Can I ask this to Dhananjay from the poll? Does our poll show that people have not forgotten the fact that Mr. Kejriwal ran away in 49 days, or ran away, the word being used by Seshadri Chari? Or is there a sense that Mr. Modi's, in any way, popularity, has it declined in this tracker? Is there any sense that there is a decline in Mr. Modi's popularity?
Both these points are true. 30% of the respondents say that
Kejriwal is a pagoda.
Right. On the other hand,
hold on.
Yeah,
1 in every 3 see him as a pagoda. Okay, right. And on Modi, has his popularity declined?
Yeah. And clearly, when we ask the question that has the Modi Sarkar worked better than expectations or worse than expectations, we see about a 10-point change in the last 2 months of our tracker poll.
You know, is there a sense there? Is there a sense in that, Javed, that you're getting? Is there a dip in Modi's popularity? Do you really believe? I come back to it. Isn't this about the local unit of the BJP? About Kiran Bedi? About the fact that BJP doesn't have an effective local BJP state unit, which has not understood the changing Delhi. Delhi is a city now of migrants, of people who are coming in from eastern UP, coming in from Bihar. Delhi is a city of jhuggi, jhopris and unauthorized colonies. It's not about the VIPs. It's not only about the Punjabi old middle class. Delhi has changed, and BJP has not realized the changing Delhi. Why blame Narendra Modi for that?
Rajdeep, what this does prove is that if you disregard everything and just hope that Mr. Narendra Modi's charisma will be able to pull the chestnuts out of the fire, that's not happening anymore. That's what we are witnessing, in short, is the first signs of this gigantic wave ebbing. And it's, you know, the invincibility, the myth
If our poll is right.
If our poll is right, let's underline this twice. If our poll is right, then the myth of that invincibility will be shattered.
You know, Nalin Kohli, do you believe that you all believed you could walk on water? That somewhere the BJP thought this election was a done deal. Suddenly when Mr. Modi had his rally about 4 weeks ago, the crowds were not as large as he hoped. Then he got desperate, brought in Kiran Bedi over the heads of the established state unit, angered your state unit. You scored for the first time your first mistake possibly in the last 8 months.
Well, Mr. Sardesai, let's go back to the top. Yes. For those who are seeking to see this as a referendum on Mr. Modi's popularity, that referendum took place just a few months ago, which was called the Lok Sabha polls. And that referendum is over. I have not come across yet that a referendum on the same issue takes place consistently from election to election or week to week.
Right.
That's not how referendums are. That's over. Now the point is, Mr. Modi is our star campaigner. He's very popular. He's been winning us elections. Why would we not like to put Mr. Modi out there to speak? If the nation connects with him, if voters connect with him, are we going to take it away? But to straight away take it at the level of a referendum, I think that's a little tad unfair.
Has Mr. Modi
because he's not the chief minister in Haryana or Jharkhand or in Maharashtra.
Mr. Nalin Kohli, has Mr. Modi and the BJP invested far too much in this Delhi election to the point where where voters rather are seeing you as a bit rattled in the last 4 weeks? You've got every cabinet minister, instead of sitting in his office, now addressing press conferences. You've got MPs coming in from every part of the country. Has your party got rattled by Arvind Kejriwal? Is he the kind of person who has got under your skin?
Well, I think the first point is Delhi is a city-state. So you have to understand why it seems and you are arriving at this conclusion of rattled. In Delhi, the entire national media is there and you can almost step on everybody's toes. You know what's happening. In Maharashtra, the same number of people were working, but because it's a bigger state, you said no, the whole cabinet is not working there. That is how the BJP contests elections. We are not driven on a farman that one person goes and does it. Everyone is a karyakarta first. Maybe a minister, may not be. The Prime Minister is the biggest karyakarta. He's working for the election too as a party worker. So what's the problem about it?
Can I therefore come back to this Kiran Bedi question? While we are focusing on Modi, is Kiran Bedi part of the problem? At the moment, people, or is she the solution? I mean, did the BJP, as these survey results are coming, and survey after survey, seems to be suggesting that Kiran Bedi has not struck the kind of dramatic chord that maybe the BJP hoped for?
You know, remember when it was announced that Kiran Bedi was the candidate,
yes,
several people from even the AAP party said this was a masterstroke.
Yes.
So let us just recognize that initially I thought it was a masterstroke. I may have mentioned it.
So did I. No, I think most people thought that the BJP was looking for an option, and many thought it was a sign. Some thought it was a sign of desperation that you. Others thought it was a masterstroke. Others thought it was a masterstroke.
No, the desperation part comes in after you look at the polls and you think that this is happening. At that time, this was seen as a masterstroke. It made so much sense. You know, there's an expression: set a thief to catch a thief. In this case, not thieves, but set a politician to catch.